check out this tweet from Representative Ronnie Jackson of Texas, because he just had to put this out, just had to. I'll never give up my gas stove. If the maniacs in the White House come for my stove, they can pry it from my cold, dead hands. Come and take it. I double dog dare you. I threw that in there. Man, are you kidding me? I mean, I wish that this representative and his colleagues would show this kind of emotion for the fact that they did not renew the child tax credit. How about that? But over gas stoves, this is what this dude, I don't mean that with any respect, put out there. And if you're wondering why Ronnie is screaming into the Twitter void about his gas stove, here is the reason. Look at this headline. A US federal agency is considering a ban on gas stoves. This reporting is coming from CNN. Now, this was under consideration in response to trying to combat childhood asthma. Perish the thought that we try to combat childhood asthma. And this is according to the agency. Meanwhile, however, no ban of gas stoves is planned, head of the US Safety Agency says. So Jackson, this dude got all worked up about nothing. I mean, even going to pry my gas stove from my cold, dead hands. I double dog dare you. And now we see there's no plan for a ban.
And I mean, even if there was, I mean, the reality of it is it's like, they say it like this, like the feds are gonna come raid everyone's home who has a gas stove and rip it out, which obviously would cost a lot of money, take a lot of planning and resources, aka it's not going down. Things like this get phased out slowly, with the building of new homes and new apartment buildings and giving people incentives to change out their gas stoves with tax incentives and things like that. So again, whether or not he actually believed that there was a ban on gas stoves coming, which, he's a Republican, so he probably didn't look into it. But either way, it's, this is just another culture war thing. The left and the libs tree hugging and coming to take away your freedom to do what you want. But, but this guy's in Congress, which obviously is pretty scary.
Yeah, it is. I mean, just the energy they put in. And Representative Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez weighed in on this with a tweet of her own. Did you know that ongoing exposure to NO2 from gas stoves is linked to reduced cognitive performance? And that was her sarcasm against the representative. In other words, you, sir, have reduced cognitive performance.
Been huffing gas.
Yeah,
they're breathing in all that gas.
Too much gas from your gas stove. But overall, though, this back and forth over whether the feds were going to ban gas stoves is really indeed a distraction. It is something that, given the needs of the moment, we should be very disappointed that any of our representatives are doing this type of dance, because there's so many much more important things to do, to consider, and also to fight about. Gas stoves are certainly not one of them. Let's put this up. Aaron Rupart jumped in on this. Ronnie Jackson is fundraising off of this. See, there we go. This is what it always comes down to, folks. Stop Biden from banning our stoves. Lord, have mercy on my soul. Please stop this man from banning our stoves. Our stoves are at risk. Biden and Democrats want to ban gas stoves in every home, including yours. We can't let the men in the White House get away with this. Add your name now to save our bishop.
I wonder how much money he got from this.
I do too, just to save our stoves.
Right. To save grandma and auntie from the feds running up, breaking your door down without a warrant. You know what I'm saying? To just take your stove and then just leave. You know what I mean? Just go buy an electric stove. That's basically like the picture they paint. But he definitely raised something up off of that, because these issues actually do outrage people who look for things like that. They really do. We sit up here laughing at it because it's ridiculous, but the most people who would see that are either really old and addicted to Fox News, or in the highlight of their days is cooking for their families and stuff. So that's the stove is their life, or just some really young radicalized right winger who's but you better believe that's making them mad. It definitely is.
Yeah, down with government. They trying to take our stuff. Like, save our stoves. I mean, I'm serious, Jack. Imagine if they had a save the child tax credit. Save.
Imagine if they had anything that made sense, because like the issues facing our country aren't necessarily, well, the root causes aren't really that complicated, but the electric stoves, they come in to make the world more woke. That's what it is.
There they are. Or what about universal health care? Let's save people's lives by implementing universal health care.
That's too woke too, though. That's too woke. That's too woke. Helping people is too woke.